What is going on today, guys? Welcome back to an episode of WNN. I'm going to try something a little bit different today. We're going to focus on a single topic as opposed to grouping a bunch together. Maybe a good idea, maybe a bad idea. I've kind of done it in the past, but I'm going to commit to it a bit more. So we're going to focus specifically on Native Instruments Maschine 3 update. Now, some of you guys may say, Maschine, is that how you say it? Apparently, yes. That is how you say it. I didn't know that until I watched their video here.
This is Maschine 3.0.
So, I have the pronunciation correct. He says it more than once that way in the video, too. I don't know. Either he's saying it wrong or we've all been saying it wrong for years. Now, I'm a little bit behind uploading this video because I'm the only person that is not in the loop when it comes to Native Instruments. I've pissed them off in the past. Don't you dare make a joke about their employees. They will not forgive you so easily. So, believe it or not, it's actually been a decade since the last full Maschine version. It feels so weird saying that. I'm just going to go back to saying Maschine. I can't keep saying Maschine. So it's been about a decade since they released a full version. So people are really, they were really crossing their fingers and like, oh, I hope this is good. This better be good. While it seems like there are some good things, it seems like they may have dropped the ball quite a bit. It seems like somebody who rushed their homework last minute. Like they found out the homework is due in 2 hours and they just did everything they could in the last 2 hours. And it's something that probably would have taken, I don't know, like a few weeks to do properly. That's an analogy. I don't think it would take only a few weeks to do this. So the update for Maschine 2 users is $29 and it comes without the Maschine Central Library and additional software package. Then they have the Maschine 3 bundle, which means you get the full Maschine 3 package, if you know what I'm saying. Which comes with all of the sounds in the Maschine Central, plus additional software such as Ozone Elements 11. Okay, yeah. Ozone Elements 11. The whole Elements thing is frustrating because it's not good. Like they should just give it a different name in my opinion. But Ozone Elements 11 makes it sound like it's actually going to be good because Ozone is pretty. It comes with a lot of stuff. The Elements version though, not so much. And people who are new. Music production and audio engineering, they may not know the difference, so they think they're getting something great. Personally, I think they should just rename it. While it's not technically like illegal or unethical, I just feel like it's misleading to like new people. It also comes with massive, okay. Not Massive X, not well, obviously they can't give out Serum, but Massive, really? Who the fuck's using Massive? I know there's gonna be a couple of you in the comments who are like, oh, I still use Massive, but yeah, I mean, it's not really the modern synth solution at this point. Monarch and Reactor Prism. And the full version of that is $99, and the update is $69. Then there's the Maschine Central version, which comes with 7.7 gigabytes of content, including 700 drums, 144 multi-sample contact instruments, Monarch, Massive, and Prism presets. Then that is $49 for the full version. Now you may be wondering, why is it so cheap for this upgrade? And it's because it seems like they didn't add a lot. One of the big things it seems like they added was stem separation. Not a lot of changes to automation though. If you take a look at the YouTube video where they uploaded it, yeah, that looks totally fine. So some of the things they've added, I think a lot of people would deem pretty pathetic. Some people I'm sure are happy about this. If you're looking for stem separation, you might be excited. I mean, $29, that's not bad. So, stem separation, it is all the new rage these days. Every software, every DAW is trying to add it, except for Ableton, apparently. God damn it. It's becoming almost like tacky to add it at this point. And I think that's part of the reason for the backlash. If they had released this like a year ago, I think people might have been more excited about the stem separation. At this point, it's kind of just like, oh, so you're a chaser now. You're a DAW chaser. Let's take a listen to how that sounds.
And I'm going to drag this into sound 1. You'll also notice that this is an MP3, and that's because Maschine 3.0 now supports MP3, MP4, FLAC, and OGG files.
Yes, you heard that correctly. You can it finally supports MP3 files. Wow, good stuff. I mean, MP4, FLAC, and OGG, that's cool, but MP3, that's game changing. Not gonna lie. Vocals do not sound great on this. Was this recorded in a bathroom?
Drop those vocals.
I couldn't agree more, man. So far, the stem separation sounds pretty decent.
Maybe we get rid of the instruments. Just bass and drums, that's dope.
Now, I wonder if it's a different algorithm than RX, because RX's algorithm hasn't been the greatest for stem separation, or if it just works well with this song specifically, because sometimes it's hit or miss with stem separation. Sometimes it works a lot better than other times. Depends on the way it's mixed, I think. Another thing that they've added that some people are a fan of is bounce in place, as well as some MIDI tools. Now, sadly, there's not been an update to automation. Maybe you can, maybe in the next 10 years, you'll get something hold your breath for the next 10 years. I think you're good. There's been no upgrade to how the arrangement view works, so if you're hoping for that, maybe in the next 10 years. So they claim they've fully redesigned the interface, but a lot of people I've seen complain about how it basically looks the same. I mean, I guess there's pros and cons to that, because when you change the interface, you don't want to change it too much, otherwise it feels like you're using a completely new program. I can understand why you wouldn't want to change it too much. Maybe just optimize it in certain ways and make it better. They've not added any modulators or follow actions if you were hoping for that. And I've seen a lot of people complain about, oh, you're chasing what other companies are doing, and to some extent they definitely are. The stem separation thing. First of all, Native Instruments is isotope, so they've had stem separation for a long time. I mean, maybe it was difficult to make it work with the Maschine hardware or something. I don't know why it took them so long to do this. Maybe it was because they only joined forces in the past couple of years, I believe. But I think another reason for that issue is the fact that there's not a ton of innovation left to be made. That plus, I don't think they tried very hard. Like I said, it really seems like rushing your homework. Let's check out some of the new sounds really quickly. I mean, they sound fine. They sound about on par with something you'd find on Splice, which I know everybody hates Splice, but like, I mean, you can't deny that the sounds on Splice are at least decent. You can argue about the creative aspect of it, but like in terms of sound quality, they're at least decent. Same thing with this here. But yeah, I think the criticism people have of Native Instruments lately tracks again with the Maschine 3 software here. People complained about, what they've done with Contact, the past two versions, and it seems like they're getting a lot of backlash on a lot of these upgrades lately. I think maybe Ozone and Neutron were the only ones maybe received decently. I still personally think Neutron, they kind of phoned it in a bit. Like, really the only thing was the phase. Like, okay, cool. I mean, unless like upward compression being named something else is something that really like tickles your fancy. I don't know. But yeah, I've seen a lot of complaints about ignoring customer suggestions. I mean, especially when they've had a decade to get this together. You've had a decade to get your project together, your group project together. Was one guy doing it? What the fuck, dude? How do you drop the ball this hard? I don't know. Personally, I think if Native Instruments wants to prove themselves, they should maybe consider releasing some of these customer suggestions as free upgrades. That's kind of what sort of Ableton's kind of done a little bit. Like how they released 12.1 and they added some stuff. It's better to do that than to wait 10 years and then charge for like an underwhelming upgrade. Okay, that is it for this short segment of W&N on the Maschine 3.0 software. What do you guys think of it? Let me know down in the comments. Drop a like if you haven't subscribed, if you haven't as well. I'm going to try to post another video probably today with some more of these stories. Maybe I'll try to like splice them up and go more in depth into them. That'll get more videos, maybe more views, maybe more subscribers. Maybe the channel will be more successful. I don't know. But if you want to support the channel, if you enjoy what I'm doing here, consider joining my Patreon or becoming a channel member for as low as $5 a month to get access to exclusive content, outtakes, and other goodies. I'll see you guys next time.